From the Presidential Palace, Manila, Dateline Malacañang.
Good day. This is Dateline Malacañang in review. More Filipinos were able to step inside the historic Malacañang grounds and enjoy a myriad of Christmas festivities for the 2024 Tara sa Palasyo. Speaking to reporters in Malacañang, Palace Deputy Social Secretary Dina Tantoco said, around 3,000 people have visited the Presidential Palace since it opened its gates on December 16th. During the last day of the annual Christmas festivities on Monday, Tantoco said about 3,000 people visited the palace each night, almost doubling last year's attendees. From the 16th to the 23rd, the gates of the Presidential Palace opened to the public from 6 to 11 in the evening for a series of family-friendly activities, including the traditional Simbang Gabi, a stunning Christmas display, carnival-themed rides, live music performances, and an array of Filipino delicacies. The event also offered an opportunity for Filipinos to explore the grounds of the iconic seat of power, which has long been a symbol of political authority and history. The annual event, introduced after President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. took office in 2022, is part of the administration's ongoing efforts to make Malacañang more accessible to the public while fostering a celebration of Filipino culture and family values during the holiday season. Tantoco said this year's festivities were even more special thanks to an expanded selection of carnival rides and the addition of local choirs performing for children.
Dateline Malacañang.
Malacañang on Monday said the government's performance should not be measured solely by public opinion polls, as it downplayed the reported decline in the trust and approval ratings of Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. In a statement, Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin stressed true leadership often requires making the right decision, not immediately popular. Bersamin underscored that the pursuit of public interest, not high ratings, drives every action in the Marcos administration. The Executive Secretary added that high popularity ratings are the bonus and not the bedrock of effective public service. Bersamin acknowledged the Pulse Asia survey results, which reflected a slight dip in the president's approval and trust ratings. However, he pointed out that surveys are merely dipstick readings of public sentiment at a specific moment in time. The palace official added that the Marcos Jr. administration has remained focused on key priorities such as improving livelihoods, fostering economic growth, and ensuring the country's future security. Despite the survey results, the palace maintained that the government is committed to continuing its work and that the president's leadership is determined by tangible outcomes rather than fluctuating approval ratings.
Dateline Malacañang.
Still on Monday, the Department of Social Welfare and Development, or DSWD, welcomed the latest results of Pulse Asia's Ulat ng Bayan survey, where 57% of Filipinos approved the perseverance of the administration of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. in addressing the needs of places affected by calamities. According to DSWD Assistant Secretary for Disaster Response Management Group or DRMG Irene Dumlao, the favorable approval rating is the result of proper coordination between government agencies and local government units or LGUs in times of calamities and disasters. Asik Dumlao stressed that the role of the Buong Bansa Handa or the Whole Country is Ready program is to strengthen the DSWD's capacity to address the needs of families affected by calamities in accordance with the directives of President Marcos Jr. Also included is the pre-positioning and replenishment of relief supplies that strengthen the operation of the agency. Dumlao added that despite the widespread effect of the recent typhoons, by using the whole-of-nation approach, the government and private sector did not lack in delivering aid. In relation to this, Assistant Secretary Dumlao assured that the DSW will continue to strengthen the collaboration among LGUs and development partners to bolster the country's capabilities in managing disasters. Also among the priorities of the DSWD is establishing more repacking centers and storage facilities.
Dateline Malacañang.
Presidential Communications Office or PCO Acting Secretary Cesar Chavez on Tuesday announced that President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. is scheduled to sign the 2025 General Appropriations Bill or GAB into law on Monday, December 30th. In a text message to Palace reporters, Chavez said, the signing of the 2025 GAB would be held after the commemorative events for Rizal Day. Once enacted into law, the 2025 GAB will be known as the 2025 General Appropriations Act or GAA. President Marcos was supposed to sign the proposed 6.352 trillion peso national budget for next year before Christmas. The president, however, decided to delay the signing of the budget bill for an extensive review of its provisions. Chavez has said Malacañang received the printed copy of the 2025 GAB late afternoon of December 20th. The chief executive has been holding a series of meetings with some members of his cabinet to examine the 2025 spending plan. President Marcos earlier said he needed more time to review the proposed national budget because of a lot of changes made by Congress. The Philippine president added that he wanted to be very sure that the 2025 budget would be directed to important and priority projects.
Dateline Malacañang.
Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. on Wednesday expressed optimism that love and peace will prevail as Filipinos reflect on the true meaning of Christmas. In his message, the president said, Christmas is a crucial part of the core beliefs of the Filipino faithful, as the occasion allows them to experience God's presence in its nearest and most intimate form, evoking gratitude, kindness, and happiness to one and all. The chief executive said the celebration and significance of the birth of Jesus Christ transcend the constraints of religion, extending its invitation of joy and thanksgiving to everyone, no matter their background. President Marcos enjoined everyone to help him realize his vision for a Bagong Pilipinas or New Philippines by emulating the light that led the wise men to meet the infant in the manger so others may see and experience the hope that the Lord Almighty freely offers to us all. In another video message, President Marcos First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos and their sons, Senior House Deputy Majority Leader and Ilocos Norte 1st District Representative Sandro Marcos, Joseph Simon Marcos, and William Vincent Marcos encouraged the public to visit tourist destinations in the country during the holiday season. Representative Marcos called on Filipinos to spend the holidays in places with festive Christmas decorations, while Simon urged them to visit the beautiful churches in the country. Vincent, on the other hand, stressed the importance of spending Christmas with family and friends. Let us listen to the Christmas message of the first family.
Ang Paskong Pilipino ay ang pinakamasayang Pasko sa buong mundo. Kaya naman, sa kabila ng anumang pagsubok o pinagdadaanan, hindi may aalis sa atin ang magdiwang. Simple man ang pamamaraan.
Bisitahin ang mga tanawin sa ating bansa.
Panuorin ang makikislap at makikinang ng mga palamuti sa ating mga syudad o probinsya.
Dalawin ang mga magagandang simbahan.
Kumain kasamang pamilya at mga kaibigan.
Hindi naman kailangan mag-arbo dahil nasa ang sulok ng bansa at anuman ang ating kalagayan, ang Pasko sa Pilipino ay pagmamahalan at pag-ibigayan. Ang Pasko sa Pilipino ay pamilya. Kami po ay bumabati sa inyo ng maligayang Pasko at manigong bagong taon.
You just heard the Christmas message of the first family of the Philippines.
Dateline Malacañang.
Meanwhile, Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. on Thursday greeted the Metro Manila Film Festival, or MMFF, on their 50th anniversary. In a video message posted on social media, the president said the MMFF is part of the Filipinos' lives and culture. The chief executive added that the official entries to the MMFF will leave a golden impression to all viewers. This year's MMFF has 10 official entries, namely, "And the Breadwinner Is," "Strange Frequencies Haunted Hospital," "Green Bones," "Himala Isang Musikal," "The Kingdom," "Hold Me Close," "My Future You," Espantaho, "Topak," and "Uninvited." Let us listen to the message of Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Minamahal kong kababayan, maligayang Pasko po sa atin lahat. Ang panahon ng Kapaskuhan ay panahon upang lalong magsama-sama at magmahalan ang bawat pamilya at ang bawat isa sa atin. Ngayong Kapaskuhan, bibidang muli ang mga kwento ng ating lahi dahil ito sa espesyal na selebrasyon na ika-50 taon ng Metro Manila Film Festival na bahagi na ng ating buhay at kultura bilang Pilipino. Ang mga magagandang pelikulang kalahok ngayon, ang Golden Year ng MMFF, ay siguradong magbibigay ng gintong saya at mag-iiwan ng mga ginintuang aral. Tangkilikin po natin ang kwentong Pilipino. Suportahan po natin ang Metro Manila Film Festival 2024. Isama ang buong pamilya, buong barkada, at panoorin ang 10 pelikula na handog ng MMFF. Mabuhay ang pelikulang Pilipino. Happy 50 years, MMFF, at muli, maligayang Pasko po sa inyo lahat.
You just heard the message of Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. on the 50th anniversary of the Metro Manila Film Festival.
Dateline Malacañang.
Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin on Thursday said Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. would ensure the constitutionality of the proposed 2025 General Appropriations Act or GAA. In a statement, Bersamin said an exhaustive review of the spending plan for next year remains underway to address the allegedly unconstitutional items in the budget bill. Bersamin said the President and the Cabinet are right now thoroughly reviewing the various items of the GAA to make them conform to the Constitution and to see to it that the budget priorities the main legacy thrust of the administration. His statement came amid calls to remove the unconstitutional allocations included in the 2025 General Appropriations Bill or GAB ahead of its scheduled signing on December 30th. Bersamin assured the public that President Marcos has been prudent in programming and spending our limited fiscal resources.
Dateline Malacañang.
And finally, as the Communist Party of the Philippines or CPP observes its 56th founding anniversary Thursday, Armed Forces of the Philippines or AFP Chief General Romeo Bronner Jr. called on remaining insurgents to surrender as the movement has been significantly crippled by the government operations. In a statement, Bronner said the weakening of the CPP and its allies was done through decisive operations and a whole-of-nation approach. With this, he said, the insurgents' capabilities have been significantly crippled with only one weakened guerrilla front set for dismantling. Despite this, Bronner said, the AFP remains steadfast in its mission to end the decades-long insurgency and render the CPP and its armed wing, the New People's Army or NPA, irrelevant to the nation's future. Bronner added that communist insurgents who voluntarily surrendered will be aided by the AFP and other agencies as they reintegrate back into mainstream society.
Dateline Malacañang.
Before we conclude our program, Radyo Pilipinas World Service of the Presidential Broadcast Service is heard over the following shortwave frequencies: 9.475 MHz, 15.640 MHz, and 17.820 MHz. You can also visit our Facebook page and YouTube channel at Radyo Pilipinas World Service. You will be able to hear and view our Filipino and English programs, including news updates here in the Philippines. Kindly subscribe, like, and share our posts as well. And that concludes this edition of Dateline Malacañang in Review. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this is Leo Magpayo. Good day and stay safe.
From the Presidential Palace, Manila, Dateline Malacañang.